Alright, hello, and welcome back. Let me sync everything up here. Okay, where did I leave off? Let's see, what are my tasks here? Oh, actually, first, I was going to look up, what do these bonuses give me here, exactly? I have to keep the Ravisholian nationhood for the whole playthrough. Let's see, what is this? Okay, I don't want that. White Morning, what does that give me? White. Let's see, it gives me completion 20% zoom out distance. All motion learning caps raised by 1. Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's okay. Magnesium-based life form. Oh, let me just do the voice. Magnesium-based life form. Alright, let's see. It gives me +2 to volition, -1 logic. You know, that's pretty good. You know, I might get that one. Do I have any... How many points do I have? 1. Okay. Well, I'll unlock... Actually, I might want to discard one of these. Let me go through these. -1 difficulty to all psych passives. Oh, that's really good, actually. +3 perception's really good. Oh, hello, Neon and Faye. How's it going? Okay, I get money, and my savoir-faire cap is raised. Rhetoric and conceptualization. And let's see. Oh, I have to keep that one. All endurance white checks are unlocked. Learning get for endurance. Nah, that's good. Shivers 6, no. Okay, all of these are decent, actually. I'll just unlock another slot and then put in the magnesium-based life form. For now. Oh, well, that's good to hear. I'm doing okay. A clear window. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the next one to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Run your fingers across the surface of the glass. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges, but the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface. This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Inland Empire. You know which window has not been recently replaced? The one I smashed in my room? Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping in right now. Just one floor below you, messing up your concentration here.
Stop distracting him! He has work to do! Plus, if I recall, the window has been giving him shit ever since he got here!
The necktie always jump scares me because it's so loud. And I have no idea when it's gonna pop up. It's just stop distracting him. What happened? Visual calculus, 83%, plus 1. You've heard what happened. The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, on the single bed. What position are they in? Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th, and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. Endurance, ending him. Where does it come from? From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inward, like a corona behind the woman's back. Inspect the ghostly figures. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. Have a look at point A, the roof. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. Should there be gun residue outside? So I'm 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made? There could have been. The rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. 72%. With a weapon that fires jacketed ammunition, likely a rifle. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perceptor aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. Could the shot have come from inside of the room? A closer point. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective. Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof? None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. Could there have been any other point of origin further away? That's a 28% yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez. You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez. There was a map on sale in the bookstore, wasn't there? A map of Martinez? We need one.
You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof?
Yes. Never mind, I don't know what I'm thinking here. Yes.
There was a map in the bookstore. We should come back with it, compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Blink leave. Let's see. Does Titus have anything else to say?
It's you again. What is it?
Let's see. I talked with Classia. Now we need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Langley's killer. I've seen her in the laudium-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. Look, I need to pin this on someone, and I've decided to pin it on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. The Civil War is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. She is a suspect in another case I'm investigating, a drug smuggling.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you picked Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus at the last syllable. As the last syllable leaves his lips, the big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Alright, let's see. Hold on, let me say before I... Oh, it's a logic thing, you could probably... it's pretty high. I don't need to smoke.
It's you again. What is it?
Alright, logic 72%. Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. +1, found the key to the Union box. +1, saw the winch outside. +1, staged like a play. +1, reconstructed the murder scene. +1, found antique rifle. +3, secret route found. +1, Ruby is a drug trader established. Success. A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its eerie blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion all channeled into a single thought. Electrochemistry. A massive activity spike in the amygdala corpicum. The part cops use to pin murders on people. Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet, she didn't go to the bar for a drink, she didn't go out for fresh air, for one smoke.
No.
In the whole 45-minute window, as she was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
Cowp. Suggestion. That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
Logic. Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for, sometime during the window. This is crucial. Now, let's place her on that roof. Suggestion. You got his attention. Now, don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up. You do agree that the shot came from the roof, right? A skilled Sambo artist could have climbed the outer wall like a spider. There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Have you noticed the winch out back? The one on the outer wall of the whirling?
How?
He looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
A good one, Kim. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Oh no, they're always dunking on Angus. You do agree that the shot came from the roof, right? Skilled Sambo artist. Have you noticed the winch on the outside of the building? Let's see. Pinball Machines Workshop. Still operational. I also found footprints upstairs, in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent?
Recent nod. Recent nod, a week or two. Recent nod, but they don't fit any of yours on the scene, Ruby included. There were prints there, with horizontal lines.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that cop. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember that key I found here? Point to the window.
I don't like guessing, cop. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
She could have made a copy. She could have just put it back there once she was done. Yeah, maybe I was jumping to conclusions.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well because but it fits, and he knows it. Let's see. The winch out back?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's wall mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
We've firmly established that Ruby could have access to the roof where the man was shot. Well, actually, let me do that.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 72% chance that the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that. Yeah, big lab back in Jamrock. The Jamrock Ballistic Lab.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. And what they say doesn't sound like a science cop. You're a madman.
Those numbers were an asshole, man.
Yeah, and they don't put hair on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
And let's see. We firmly established that Ruby could have access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Logic. Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt in the shape of a gun. I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too. I have analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed. There's a small 28% chance the shot came from beyond the roof. I showed the antique rifle. There are weapons like this just laying around Martinez. The local pawn shop could have sold a gun to the woman. Maybe it was her.
God damn, that's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Suggestion. You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out now. Aphelite. He's about to blow a fuse. All I'm saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun. Fine, Titus, I'm not getting into this. If it touches on your precious business.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
Logic, that's all you needed. Doubt. Let's see, the bullet was jacketed.
So,
The man shrugs and looks at you.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military grade, how'd Ruby get it?
Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it. Just being upfront with what I know. You're right. I'm never solving this case. It's too complicated.
Cobb. That's exactly what it means.
Let's see. That wasn't strong. There are weapons like this just laying around Martinez.
That looks antique. A Bell McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there, with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it, we need to close that dump down for good.
It's a goddamn breech loader, too. Find one that works, and you got a military-grade weapon that shoots jacketed ammunition.
He shakes his head. Oh, you're watching the Tyson Paul match? Yeah, I was trying to watch it earlier on Netflix, but Netflix sucks ass for live streaming. and it wouldn't load. I bet it's rigged. Nothing is going good this whole month. There's a small 28% chance that shot came from beyond the roof.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that. And 28% is no small chance either.
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info candidly.
The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. Well, no, I had a pistol, so... I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon. We just need to find her.
All right, Carl. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Oh god, it's one of those matches where it just is like really long and drawn out, and it's gonna come down to like a technicality of who wins, and it's probably gonna be whatever. I still forget which one is which of the Paul brothers. So whichever Paul it is.
T, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like
Jake,
this?
okay. Logan's the other one, right? The YouTuber that went to the Japanese and filmed and filmed a dead body and posted on YouTube, thinking it was a good idea. Phase 3, motive, the last component. They're from Ohio. That's how I know them. Well, not know them, but that's how I first heard about them. Is that Ohio not sending our best? All of the horrible people are from here. God damn it. Okay. Suggestion, the big one. Get this, and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss them off. That never works. It's not, why did she kill him? It's, why did she organize the cover-up? Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Logic. Time for a logics demonstration. Eugene, let's assume you killed him. Shaky, let's assume you killed him. Titus, let's assume you killed him. Here, Eugene. He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob, or alone for committing murder? The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, logic. Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely, and she skipped town. This is good. Maybe it's all part of leadership, maybe not. Titus, you've seen it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her. Move on. Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. Sight. A very small nod. and a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want.
He puts his beer down.
I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Let's see. Looks out the window again. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me as in the RCM? Me personally?
Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Inland Empire. And a hole in his head. That first. And a hole in his heart. Oh, in his heart. In my head. Well, I guess in my head too. Where my brain should be. And a hole in his heart. That first. Don't forget the funny tie, too. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of the human experiment. As she probably knew me from my singing days. I'm sorry, God. Why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. And the tie.
How can I forget?
You and I are going to dance in the moonlight under 1 billion stars.
You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Let's see. What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Won't stop.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence, he nods. Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
He nods. Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught me. But she was too scared.
Afterlight. Scared. You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject. Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there. A cinderblock town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
Do you know what she's doing with, ULAN frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
His voice is very quiet.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies at a pale something. I don't know more.
There you have it. Pale something.
Titus puts an end to it. Inland Empire. It feels like you'll get to know soon enough. It's not much, but it'll do. Go.
It'll have to.
Okay, he puts his hand out. Shake it. His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Esprit de corps. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material. You should be a cop, Titus. Just think it. No, he already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are. Okay, let's go to the bookstore and get the map.
Map of Martinez. This could work, maybe.
Facing steal it, angry shopkeeper stare down. Okay, I wasn't, let's just buy it.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Oh no, what happened? And who won? I think I already know the answer, but... Or is it even over yet? Map of Martinez. A worn and torn map of the Martinez area, starting from 48. A title on the top reads Benavenue et Revachol. It's a bit out of date, as it was originally created by a design studio in a failed attempt to spruce up Martinez and turn it into a fancy tourist location. Human race? No, everything is awful. Let's We are in the worst possible timeline. Let's see. Tourist map of Martinez. The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez with directions to approximately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Trace a path through the grid. Your finger moves through the various streets across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Gaspard, over Saint-Brune and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing. although the map gives no such indication itself. Tutorial for a more detailed view of the map. Go to your journal, press the map to... as you put the map away. There. Okay, now I actually have the map of the game. Okay, how do I see that? I forget. I don't really... Oh, there it is. Oh, there's the map. So I still have to... I haven't done anything across the bridge yet. I still have to go... So I got the map, I gotta go back to the roof. Look at the thing again. And let's see, I have a map. Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of location, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. More precisely, a B for boardwalk, a B for Land's End, and B for the islet. Oh, sorry, B. B1 for the boardwalk, B2 for Land's End, and B3 for the islet. Detective. There may be similar points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. Let's see. Let's look at the islet. 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks. On an islet, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea. You saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islet is questionable. B1, the boardwalk. 700 meters away, the likeliness of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest, even with the light on inside. We're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. And B2, 1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. Let's see. Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, the boardwalk, double B, Land's End, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
It's okay. Much less likely than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Leave. Let's see, task. Ask about Ruby in the village. Determine where the shot came from. The doomed hostel. What is this one? Let's see. The question yet to be totally answered in the Whirling in Rags is part of the Doom commercial area. Talk to Guard. I'll talk to him later once I pay for my room for the night. I have to get the 2 signatures. I guess I can cross the bridge for now. I can't do the cryptozoologist quest until the next day because I have to. They're actually tied to the fascist quest line, and if you do I looked it up, and if you do the cryptozoologist quest line before it makes it so you can't complete the fascist one.
Oh, hello, dear.
So I have to wait till
There you
tomorrow.
are again.
Okay, she doesn't have anything else. Alright, I guess I'll cross the water now. Oh, actually, did I call into the... I think I already talked to the station about the armor? I don't remember. Hold on. Oh no, run the number. Call Alex. Actually, here, let me. I think that was yesterday. I don't remember. Let's find out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Oh, done with that. Let's see. I guess not. I guess not. I'll have to wait till tomorrow. Let's see, water lock control panel. A couple of indicator lights are missing from the control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle of the lever, beneath it, a small metal plaque. Pull the lever up. Let's see. Close the water lock on Wednesday. You grab the handle and pull the lever. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk, and then the water lock starts moving.
All right, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. And if you wanted to forge that document for Evrard, now you can.
Let's see. The radio relay hums with electricity. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. The sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. And that thing is locked. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. Inland Empire. Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. What happened here?
In this yard?
The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of gray swallows takes off in the distance. Visual calculus. He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure. For cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a bloc obscure?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
So this part of the coast is a bloc obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they left something useful behind.
Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
Fallout style. He gives you a weary smile. Esprit de corps. It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think our suspect is in this particular yard. No place to hide. And besides, it's too close to Martinez.
Glory says the graffito. To the ghosts of us. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. There, tape the smallest church in Sansonnet. The tape you found in the shack on the coast. Side A has the smallest church in Sansonnet. Written on it. While the B side is supposed to contain the instrumental version, requires a boombox to play. Interact. The porta reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. Press play on the tape. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. Press your ear against the speaker. Keep the porta reel at the harmless distance and wait. And then, the organ starts playing a melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in. Oh, hey there, Knight, how's it going? Telling you about the tiniest church in Sansonnet. Surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds, you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room to that Clausia told you about. Perform it. A click, then silence for a bit, and then the tape stops spinning. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Scratch that. I'm already crying. And I look dumb and old. Yeah, we need the... Don't worry, I think the homosexual underground is almost finished. I know, nothing is going good in the world. Of course, you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Encyclopedia. Yep, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands in your way. What? Nothing can stop me now. Guard. You have to convince Guard to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself, let the pain out, make everyone understand. The lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything. I am the yassified cop. Wait, look at me. I'm so pretty. Where? Oh yeah, it's almost done. It's got another 54 minutes. Oh, you know what it's gonna actually finish on? It's gonna be when I'm gonna get the homosexual underground while Harry and Kim are spending time together by the car. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. There's something inside. Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Some cash. A creaking ahead, a broken axle grinding. A bottle drained of all its booze. It's frozen in the ice. The ice just off the coast crackles, shifting. Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Oh, actually, there's stuff over here. Logic. This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit, cigarettes. The empty bottles, all evidence it. Hold up, what do you mean? Scene of the crime. Yeah, sure, it does look like a lot of folks partied here. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain. Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here. This was some kind of a theater to them, a circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law? On the ice like this, it was probably a public danger.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses. Empathy. Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it. The banged-up fuel canister. Let's see. A dented stainless steel canister for transporting and storing heavy fuel oil. A logo on the side has been partially stripped over years of use. The government issued red-dyed fuel oil inside. Looks like paint, though it smells much, much worse. Breakthrough. Oh, wait, did I get the... Oh, it was, no, it's the magnesium. Well, well, I'll get that the second I can leave this. Let's see. Sunken motor carriage. A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the inland Indian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. Empathy. It must be cold and lonely down there in the icy water. Visual calculus. Remember, the tire tracks in Martinez, this is where they were leading. This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
The lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eye as he inspects the wreckage. Let's investigate. Let's see, we don't have... let's see. Let's investigate.
We should definitely investigate.
The lieutenant replies. His eyes never leave the sunken vehicle. Inland Empire. You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Volition. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. Run your hand over the cold metal. What is the make of this MC? Can I see a logo? How long has it been here? Well, well, well. Looks like Jacob Ears' journey has come to an abrupt end here. What should we do? The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. Endurance, rust, moss, and sea life have already claimed it for themselves and initiated a slow decomposition process. What is the make of this MC? The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Visual calculus. The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening. Looks like Jacob's journey came to an abrupt end here. Your mocking tone finds no response from the motion of the waves. Did you just say something, Lieutenant? Yes, rub your chin. Crazy recklessness. Yet another case of the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ.
Yes. Clearly, this is a triumph. I'd say the vehicle has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
How long does it take until the low tide comes in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Hearing the hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice creaks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. Hold on, it looks very blue. Point to the sunken vehicle.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
Let's see. 42% drama. Whistle a tune. No. Spit flies from your mouth to your mustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound, though.
Raining heavily here, Chief. Mind keeping it down a bit?
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away. Keep blowing. Haha, very funny, so I can't whistle. I would like to see you try in this bloody wind.
That's right. Just keep at it. It will come to you.
Wow, healed morale. With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful, melodic trill. that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly, you just feel better about everything. Conceptualization. Okay. That's way better than what you did. Oh, the homosexual underground is finished. We are now gay. After spending time with Kim. Perfect. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on the timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Cool stuff. Amazing. Rhetoric. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion. So, your dad also, point to your eyes? The tide sure is taking its sweet time. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass. If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose? Do you think I'll ever find my gun? Man, this is taking a long time.
God, I hope so.
I've been thinking, if I put enough time into eating right and exercising, I could turn myself into a living weapon. Then I wouldn't even need a gun. I don't think I'm ever gonna find my gun. Look around. The world is so big and my gun is so small. Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass. Can you make out the marquee now? Squint your eyes and say, is that the number on the side? Proceed.
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
His eyes turn to you.
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, those kinds of people.
Squint your eyes and say, is that the number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Rub your chin. Small fish, that one. 41, huh? This is a street racer. Is quite the ladies' man. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41. Looks like the factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one Caprice 41. Scoff, stupid factory. I hate guessing. A district something, a precinct something, municipal. Rub your temples. You're getting a horrible headache. Oh God, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
Inland Empire, 41, Precinct 41. A massive pit opens in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. Endurance. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Half-light. Oh God, Harry, oh God, Harry, what did you do? Volition. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry. No. Oh my God, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea. No.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
No, I mean seriously, it's just a coincidence. The lieutenant just shakes his head.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. How do we get it?
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Electrochemistry, probably. Try definitely. How do I get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
So it's just gonna be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
Very. I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I don't have that kind of money. I couldn't even pay a hostel bill. People are gonna be angry at me, aren't they, in Precinct 41? This is a disaster.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
Okay. They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Affleck, people, yes. But not you. The badge, the gun, and now this. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses. It doesn't say anything. Inland Empire. There is also a 4th thing you've lost. A 4th thing? More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas. Well, at least I can see what's in there now.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Magnesium-based life form. We tell them, hell no. You're about to become a magnesium-based life form. The age of the primitive carbon man is done. No longer must mankind rely on slow-working background radiation to take us further into our genetic destiny. This is the era of guided evolution, and magnesium is the key. You are the first of your species. The next step in human evolution. An advanced magnesium proto-man who mags it up, drinks it down, and sniffs it sideways.
Air +2 to volition. A magnesium receptacle glands. And -1 logic. No such thing, man. Oh, well, it didn't give me the, I have to play it manually. Here, let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's the nation. Where's the... Wait, didn't I have the... Oh, I already got... Oh, there it is. Okay. It's... Oh, it's not going to give me the voice line. I'm going to have to actually read it. Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own sexuality and other people's. Feels like it's about time to do that. You've thought about this for 8 hours. Not only should you stop, you should tell Kim you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality. There's no way of telling from within your brain, but for your own sake, Please say you didn't.
Yes?
I have big news, Kim. Tell him about how you no longer obsess over your sexuality.
Okay.
I've managed to stop obsessing about my sexuality.
Great. Imagine all the time you'll have for work now. Matter of fact, we should get back to it right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just one thing, though.
What?
Are you part of the homosexual underground?
You didn't stop at all, did you? You are just obsessing about other people's sexuality now.
Yeah, but...
But am I? I'll spare you another 20-hour mind project. Yes, I am. Now let's get back to work.
There, I got the jacket, the RCM Commander's jacket, +1 Esprit de Corps, United in Black, +1 Visual Calculus, Sharp Eye. Wait, what did this thing give me? This gave me Drama and Electrochemistry, or the Esprit de Corps and the Visual Calculus. No, I'll keep the this thing, even though it looks stupid, but it's funny. And RCM badge Lieutenant 2JFR Dubois, a thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside. Yeah, I love this game's humor. A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. Some seaweed is stuck to the back. I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
The lieutenant glances at the badge in your hands. Study the badge. Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of a street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct. Look at the photo. The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. Suggestion. A good choice. A newer photo would look different. How old? 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. And he's winking. Why? Why do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression. Although, it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. Pain threshold. It looks better on him because it isn't in as much pain, while producing it as you are now. Although, there already is a hint of pain, certainly. Inland Empire. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. Oh, tell me about it. Conceptualization. Wake up. Wake up the past and tell it to stay awake. The bad times are here to stay. How relevant. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark. Name Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Oh wait, what kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
Endurance. It means to keep you safe. It's meant to keep you safe. Reaction speed. From bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse. But I don't want to be Harrier Dubois. Don't accept it. Harrier Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
Esprit de corps. He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information. Rank Lieutenant 2 JFR.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Esprit de corps. Heavy-duty case-solving machine. What's a décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additionally freighter rank I already explained.
And the tide chimes in. An autoerotic asphyxiation. Authority. The long and short of it is, you're his superior. Wait, satellite officers.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
Empathy. He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it. I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
I won't forsake the drink. It makes me happy. Thanks. That gives me hope. I'm afraid there are no ex-alcoholics. I don't want to get better. I want to get worse.
Good.
Turn back to the document. Let's see. Serial Rev 126205 JM41.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Okay, date of issue 7th November 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
Endurance. The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. Electrochemistry. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. Inland Empire. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
I remember that time! That was a good time! We had a good work-drink balance going. What happened, man? Pump it up!
Precinct 41?
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops. What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Esprit de corps. It's no wonder you are like you are. He thinks, but then again...
Then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark. Put the badge away. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Oh, there, I got the fast travel. Cool. A wedding stone, well worn and covered in rust. White curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on the bed. They're insulary trousers. Let's see, +1 to Kingdom of Consciousness, Moralist pants. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. Cinder blocks charred, a makeshift fire pit, with magazines for lighting. Sounds of life in the north, a washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Through a broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. A shot could have come from here. Trees couldn't have come from here. The trees block the way. Visual calculus. Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath. In a supine position. Supine? Wait. What would I be doing under there? Harry's fashion. I think he was reviewing I saw him earlier reviewing Jake Paul's horrible suit and Mike Tyson's assless chaps. Sleeping. Was it not decided that you're a hobo cop? More hobo than cop? Or was that fine irony that your visual cortex somehow misunderstood? Conceptualization. Oh no. He's pretty much a bum now. Endurance. The elements are rough out here. I don't know about this. Great news, I found somewhere new to sleep.
Huh?
I said, great news, found somewhere new to sleep. Point to the boat. Under this boat. Here, it'll be free. I can pretty much finish the case from under that boat there. It's dry, weatherproof, and free of charge. I'm not gonna live under a boat now.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer.
Good news, everyone.
I understand the situation looks grim. but we must continue with our investigation.
Think of it as a salvation. Oh, I think the camera broke. Sometimes that can happen. Oh, yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna have to reload the game. There we go. Let's see, a bow knot. +2 drama, theater kid. You're sure that wearing this tie is a statement. You're not sure what kind of statement, though. No, I need the horrific necktie. Postcard. A cool breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. Postcard Coal City 08. This postcard depicts a forest of smokestacks, releasing fat plumes of smoke into blue, cloudless sky. The tinge of age, the color of old teeth, gives it a sickly look. Written on the back is a single sentence repeated twice. I got out, I got out. No addressee. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Inland Empire. It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack. With what looks like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here, right? Hey Kim, where are we?
In someone's abandoned shack. On the coast. In Martinez. In Ravachol.
A rhetoric. He's afraid you've forgotten suddenly. What's with the red chair?
Nothing. It's just a piece of furniture.
He looks at the chair, gathering dust. Red paint is peeling off it. Looks like blood, no? What's with the red bow tie? Show it to him.
It's just a piece of clothing you've picked up. You do that, officer. You collect clothes sometimes.
Empathy. He sounds a little worried. It's an odd habit. Composure. Don't be worried, Lieutenant. Clothes are therapeutic.
You better not fucking think about ditching me for some shitty cum-stained bow tie! You and I are gearing up for the final showdown that's gonna be off all walls. You wait and see.
Half-Light. Your necktie sounds very scared. Never take it off. Inland Empire. Yes, agreed. You should never take your necktie off. Ever. Could our suspect have been staying here?
Here. I don't see signs of recent habitation. This place is abandoned.
Suggestion. See? He doesn't like the vibration from the red chair either. Alright, let's move on. A construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. The street sign is illegible below the graffito. Washerwoman. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
If you can't see, then how did you know I was here? Lean forward. What if I don't want to?
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble. We're cops. We're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang.
No, you're not. I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
Conceptualization. She said that if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat. What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black Hound.
Inland Empire. That's you all right. A black hound licking your own heels. I am totally an ill omen. It's exactly what I've been telling everyone. The end is here. If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me?
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
Rhetoric. She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something. We're here to help. This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We need to help her come out. This is about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
Half-Light. Enough of this. She better start talking right now. God damn it, I know you know something. This shit is important. I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us. Okay, but we'll be back later if we find anything suspicious.
This shit? I'm not going to do your work for you just because you got a potty mouth.
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
Ruby was here. You know it. Suggestion? Ask her about lodgings. Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it? Don't know if I can afford another place to stay.
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me? I'm not sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodations. There's this guy, Guard, who makes me give him money every night, just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. They might not look like much, but they are ours.
Wait, why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
One more time. I can just have the room? You got yourself a tenant. Get keys to your new home.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Empathy. He's a little relieved. You're no longer in that room. Volition. Should he? This environment encourages one thing and one thing only. Drinking. Electrochemistry. Yum yum. It's not a shack, nor a room, nor a lodging. It's a spiral staircase, disappearing into bliss. Empty bottles on the floor, maybe some baggies.
Finally, you have those lame-os of matinees off your back, Bratan. This looks like a great place to bring chicks.
What's in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
A conceptualization. The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny. This place is pornographically poor.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
I need to use that, that insult more often. Composure. It's a cold, cynical smile.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
I'm lost too. I'd really rather go back to talking about the village. I'm lost too.
It seems to be a common theme these days.
I think I'm in the process of finding myself again. Maybe I should stay lost, just move here and disappear completely.
Maybe. It will be easy. But right now you want something from me, right?
There's got to be something here, tell me.
Over there you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Shivers. Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them. An overgrown park. The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Who? What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address. What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, they've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
Empathy. She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking. I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Inland Empire. Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. Rusalaka. Or a half-demonic Aspera singing. What else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market here?
No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
That's it? There's gotta be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
I can never think of Home Depot without thinking of the picture of Ben Shapiro when he just bought the single piece of wood.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Honestly, I forget what like culture war bullshit he was doing when he first, for the reason why he did that. But that image has been burned into my memory forever because it's just so fucking stupid. Lieutenant W. Freighter Harry Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
I was asked to get your signature. Hand her the envelope. Oh, hold on, let me save.
Our tenant, eh?
Your signature?
What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everard wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center. It's just a real estate deal, nothing ominous. Actually, never mind.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses.
Yeah, he just went in, just bought like a single piece of wood, put it in a bag, and proudly took a picture of it. I'm sure that the reason he did that is equally as stupid.
Have you
I forget
asked Lillian
exactly why,
about this?
though. Let me see.
I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
This board. Let's see. Wait, where can I find her?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing.
Hold on, now I'm looking this up. The company, unlike Coca-Cola Delta, stayed out of the issue. It's facing calls for boycott from religious leaders. What's this? Group of clergy in the state called the boycott after the company refused to meet with them to hear concerns about the voter restrictions, which critics say are designed to make it more difficult for people of color in particular to cast their votes. That's what he did. He went, the places are doing voter suppression. It's like, I'm going to support the voter suppression companies. Jesus Christ. Of course. I'll go ask her first then.
Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
Let's see. You can see into the house from... You can't see into the house from this angle. Why can't I select the door? Wait. Do it. There we go. A shack door. The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted. Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now. Okay, I guess I'll do that tonight. Unless... Oh, wait. Inside you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Here, I'll talk to... What's your name? What are these, doing in the fish? Some boots. The Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots, +1 perception, a view from above. Good old calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heel comes in handy too. It definitely makes you some good 5 centimeters taller, but could it be that it also is making you sharper, more perceptive of your surroundings? Now that you've gained a new perspective, what do I have on here? +1 to composure, awesome watchtower heals, -1 savoir-faire. Now I kind of want the perception boots. The planks creak beneath your weight. This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp, and that's Joyce there, so...
Hi, officer.
The woman in the raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I've questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
A suggestion. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps break the ice. Nice sword. Point to the saber on her hip. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
She smiles at her own joke. Hold on, do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
It is imposing, Nod.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow that sword? Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective? So where are all the men now?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
Electrochemistry. Is she flirting with you a little? You think she might be.
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Physical instrument. That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder. Rhetoric. Coach means the expression. Behold, point to the expression on your face. Her eyes meet yours, and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse. As if she hasn't laughed in a while. Suggestion. Not bad. Do you like it? Find someone else to laugh at. I'm not a clown.
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
Perception sight. The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast. Why don't more women aren't... Oh, okay, I already did. So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why, if they're thick-headed? Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where? Gone coward. I would never leave anyone. He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case.
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh, her eyes stopping yours. That's bad. What happened? Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue. He died? Was he murdered?
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Deadliest Catch. I haven't seen that show in many years. Electrochemistry. She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy. Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him, nod sagely. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? It's healthy to let go and move on. I gotta keep the wheels spinning. Death ain't shit.
I don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
I like them too. Yeah, like the fishhook bobber earrings. Pretty cool. Let's see, just, as she glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what looks like rocks. Empathy. This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. Electrochemistry. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with anyone. Better. Drunk. Ask her. Both of you need some action.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Don't worry, I'm here with my boyfriend, Kim. I'm looking for someone who can help. Maybe you.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Do it. Hit on the widow. It's the right thing to do. I'm looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes,
Really?
That's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals. People who look for animals who are hard to find. People who look for animals mainstream scientists deny exist.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen, I haven't heard about those.
2 odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Conceptualization. Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous. Where'd they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
I was asked to get your signature. Let's see. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Suggestion. That is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now. Interesting. What have you found? I never thought the sea brought in anything particularly interesting. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Rhetoric. Alright. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. Physical instrument. Mines. Mines. You need mines. I need to know about those human bodies. A mine. The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs? I need info on this major narc. Point to yourself. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Give me the mines.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one, because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Let's see. So I take it that's your skiff. Point to the overturned boat.
Sure is. The Sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days. Catch a snowflake in your palm.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment of silence. She looks like the slush-like rain thing melt on the yellow belly of the boat. When did you think it'll be ready? There's something we might have to check out on one of the islands. The origin of a shot.
Shot, huh? The boat will be ready when the sea turns and the winds settle. You can't command the weather, officer.
Shivers. Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mere smooth sea, far away from here. A lone passenger. A fast sloop in the distance. White sails. Visual calculus. My prediction, it will be at least 2 days. I'm looking for someone else, actually. Asked about the signature.
Are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everard's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
Her voice trails off. Thought, what exactly?
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
So will you sign it?
Aye. Why not?
As she thinks in silence, glances at the sea, and finally speaks.
Fine. Here you go.
The pen clicks. Thank you. Take it back. Wait, why did you sign it?
I shouldn't have.
I've looked at the documents and no, you shouldn't have. No, it's a youth center. Why shouldn't you? I mean, it's Everard, so it's probably a mistake.
Probably, but it is a youth centre and I have children. Got to give them something else to do. They're cute and small now, but they're growing up fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored. Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. If it's a bad idea, she won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me.
Suggestion: 3%. She needs to go on a date with another drunk, badly. -1, Kim's presence makes it awkward. +1, reassured her about signing documents. -6, don't know a good spot yet. Explore the coast. Well, I'll come back later. Be seeing you.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got Lillian's signature. Will you sign the papers now?
Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign.
Oh, wait, you promised. So it was a test. What do you have against the Union?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep.
As she pulls a dark red rag out of the bucket and puts it back.
Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
Composure. She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her. That's it. Goodbye, I'm off.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
A suggestion: 28%. Convince her to sign Everett's document. +1. Harrier's a good name. +1. Trusts the tenant. Success. Logic and reason won't work on this old bat. I better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's a grandmother's deepest vulnerability? Inland Empire. Does this feel like a good thing, though? What's going to happen to the children?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? We are gonna grow up, of course.
Patrick Bateman cop.
I raised my own kids in this village, and they are doing fine for themselves.
Hey, you must be so proud. Are they here now?
No. They moved to Faubourg for work.
And what do you think Lillian's kids are going to do when they grow up?
Well, I imagine they'll grow up and leave too.
Suggestion. You've got her. Now reel her in. And then what?
Then...
The old woman exhales. She stares at the ground, unable to finish the thought. Half-light. You have her. Now twist the knife. Suggestion. Wait. Let her come to it herself. Look at this village. This village isn't what it used to be. It's a dilapidated shithole. Say nothing.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to change anything. But what other choice do we have? It's not like the coalition government is coming to save us. I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them?
All right there, Knight. You have a good night. You've got to put the kids first. Nod. Shake your head.
Did you say something?
I said, will you sign the papers for the children and the documents?
Fine.
She mutters, grabbing a pen from inside her apron pocket. She scribbles her name on the dotted line and hands the document back to you.
See that you didn't just get us all screwed. I might be half blind, but I have a good memory for treachery.
Let's go mail it.
Empathy. He's not dissatisfied with you, but with himself. Oh wait, where do I mail this at? I forget. Oh, no, I remember. Hold on. Put the envelope in the mailbox in the plaza. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can fast travel now. Do I? Mail collection box. The dingy yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes on the front. I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Drop the white envelope into the mailbox. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. Hearing. About a week's worth of mail has collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Inland Empire. For good or ill, the deed is done.
Let's go back to Everard. This better be worth it after what we did.
Okay, I gotta go talk to Everard again. A composite eye of halogen lights watches over you, emitting a low buzz. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to put a point into rhetoric or something. Don't. Well, I'll do it. I'll do it on the next day. I have enough money right now.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
I've just finished investigating the local drug trade. It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real future, Harry, and proven yourself a real kingsman who's not afraid to make the tough decisions.
Yeah,
I know I can trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi.
Yeah, a lot
we
of the
can talk
names
about
are...
anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
A lot of the names are puns. Measurehead is, since he's racist, he's a reference to phrenology. You know, like racist skull measuring. Suggestion. Hear that You did it the honest way. You got the real signatures, and now he's happy. Well done. Physical instrument finally answers. Ask away, son. The signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
Composure. He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
The lieutenant says grimly.
You were there. You saw the place. A wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. We are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
Oh yeah, I should also, I remember the other thing. The detective named Dick Mullen is actually a reference to, Nick Mullen, the comedian. The guy who was on, Cumtown. What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex. Employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing.
Oh yeah, the group listings.
Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Youth supermarket church complex. Do you really expect me to believe that? Low-income housing? If even part of this is true, then why not? And life? Nod. I knew you were a man of the people, Everard.
Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
Let's see. There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain. Yeah, I think you have to kind of be in the know of the weirdos on the on the left, I guess. There was also a lot of drama with this this at least the original voice acting of this game, I guess. There was this one leftist woman named Dasha. You probably have. There's an old viral clip of her dressed as like Sailor Moon or something, talking about Bernie Sanders or something. Like, I think she was called like Sailor Socialist or something, they called her, but she ended up doing like a right-wing heel turn, and now she's like this weird-ass trad-cath, just right-wing weirdo. She did the voice of Classia in the original voice acting of this game, and then they replaced her with someone else in the official game release. The original, yeah, she is basically the original Hawk Tuah. The pain is true. You've seen the kids do worse than. She does the Red Scare podcast. I think that's what it's called now. Conceptualization. And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all. Wait, but will you erect a statue of yourself? I knew you were up to something. It sounds like you got this. You can rely on my vote.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
Yeah. It is. It's always just infighting, and we can't get anything done. Ever. No matter how important it is. Did you order the hanged man killed? Let's see. Oh, a true flash of anger in him, as he thinks of her.
Order it? You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
Why are you so fat?
Glad you asked. I've got type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all my mother had to give me and my brother Edgar when we were kids.
His name is Eclair.
Good job too, as it made me ugly. And ugly people, Harry, are much better at politics.
Suggestion. That is true. People don't trust pretty people. What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that.
Oh, who is the drag queen? I'll have to check them out.
We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
Hearing the word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
What? Why are you telling me your plans? What?
Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
Why are you telling me your
Because
plans?
we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start.
And mayhem ensued. I'll have to check it out.
It's already happening.
Let's see. Who killed the hanged man?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him.
Reaction speed. A guy, huh? How do you know it's a guy?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on.
I accidentally hit the button when I set my controller down. Latching on, well, all I have to do is find... We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams. Reaction speed. That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it.
I'll be in Disco Elysium 2.
All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
Electrochemistry. Wow. A neurochemical, psychoactive labor uprising. Hostile takeover. That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it? God, that sounds shady. Digging it. Everard. I have to say, I'm digging this part.
So am I. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidon.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
He smiles.
But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share, and I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
Poppers for everyone. Is Ruby helping you secure this fantastic share? Drugs are a no-go for me. I'll report this. I have to admit, that's a well-put-together plan and far removed from you. Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this murder, okay? Makes sense to regulate the drug trade like this. Keep it out of more dangerous hands.
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't get sidetracked. You care about the people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
I would still be illegal. So, is there a trade, or isn't there? Go on.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth. And everyone's gonna pull their weight.
Yeah, he really sees the means of the drug trafficking. Volition. Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it. Hold on. I don't want to look at the big picture. I just want to look at the drug trade you almost admitted to. Well, I mean, if it has the word incorporate in it, then I like it. I'm a money guy. That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man. I'm not feeling a whole lot of Revachol here. Not enough flags or kings.
Harry, the future I have in store for Martinez will have all the macho aesthetics you love so much. The crowns, the guns. I will even slip in a skull and bones for you, my friend.
Conceptualization. Oh yeah, skull and bones. Skull and bones on the Revacholian flag. The Revacholian Death Squad. Oh yeah. The visual image has completely bedazzled you. You're 100% with Everard now. Can I ask you about specific Union members?
We're way past specific Union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry.
Everyone just accepts it.
You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
It's the crazy uncle at that you just try not to trigger them to go on a fascist tirade at Thanksgiving. I can't wait to have to deal with that in a couple of weeks. Composure. There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive with his big-time mode. Content to talk about? Oh no, they're gonna be insufferable now that Trump is in office. They're gonna just be glazing him the whole time. And saying how great everything is about to be. Kill me now. Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest
Can I
with
get
you.
my gun
Your
to blow
gun
my
was
brains
found
out
2
now?
days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Why can't we be friends? I just want to put, like, 10% of the country in a concentration camp. You bastard. I wasn't paying attention to what you said. Harry, I've got to be honest with you. He turned solemn. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it's been done. You bastard. Fine, where is it?
Your gun is with an old woman. I hear she's a character, so watch out.
Oh, God. This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy, the one described as terrifying. So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway.
Suggestion. Union boys are gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Aphelite. Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does. She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
They're gonna be so happy that they don't have to vaccinate any of my nieces and nephews anymore too. Let's see. Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
Inland Empire. There it is again. The Pigs, like Roy said. Not good at all. Oh, actually, I remember last Thanksgiving they were literally calling Elon Musk a pedophile and saying that he was, like, trafficking children. So I wonder what they'll have to say when he's, like, Trump's best friend now.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
Does it? Oh no, RFK doesn't think AIDS is real. He thinks it's a hoax. A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth. Let's see. Can you set up a meeting
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
Inland Empire. She'll be there from 2200 to 2 o'clock.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's a sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
And let's see. Leave. Okay, sometimes I remember the map is like really finicky. It doesn't let me. Oh, can I not fast travel from here? I might have to actually go outside. Yeah, I think I have to go outside. No, it doesn't let me. I must have to actually be in the square. Oh yeah, I got the rhetoric. I only just put a point in rhetoric to open the door. It's only gonna... everything is just gonna keep getting worse. Oh yeah, I already read that. Okay, put a point in rhetoric. But how many points do I? I have one more point. Don't know what to put it in yet. Endurance, I don't know. Oh, maybe I should. I'll just save it for right now. Yeah, I don't I don't want to see my family. Oh no, it's still only 3%. Very low. I've been in the world for 2 days. It's okay. I'll have to do this. Then actually, let me just load my... I don't need to put a point in rhetoric. Wait, no. Okay, now that I'm outside, will it let me fast travel now? No. Okay, now it has to. Okay, yeah, I have to actually be in the square in order to fast travel. Now, select it. Let's see. Come on. It's very finicky on a controller, letting me select the Damn it. I don't want to have to run all the way over there. It's not letting me to choose it. No. Damn it. I am gonna just have to physically walk over there. Yeah, once you unlock just the dock and the square, and that's it. And even then, it's like if you're using a controller, as you can see, it just doesn't let you sometimes, and you have to actually be in the square or the fishing village to fast travel. So now I have to physically run over here. Yeah, this game was designed for PC, so the controller was just kind of an afterthought. Yeah, I've thought about just wondering if I could, if I should just try to out-hog them. Just when they say something like super fucking like crazy right-wing, if I just like go beyond that and say something like insane, like the Earth is flat. It's like hell yeah, you think the Earth is round, you fucking moron. You think the moon is real? You think we've been to the moon? The moon isn't even real. It's just a projection the government is trying to use to confuse you. That's a book. A primer for small kids. A textbook for the first grade in primary school. On the cover, a humanoid teddy bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He's not doing a good job. The letter S is dangerously dangling from the cart, while E fell off a long time ago. Children should pay more attention. Hard to see the details. The colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. A flower, though, where nothing really grows. You don't even think the ice wall is real? Pathetic. Rust-eaten letters read Mazet. The water source runs west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. Let's see, what else I have? It's 1940. I might be able to talk to the people on the ice and then go inside of the church today. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. I might say that. Oh, okay. I guess you can actually travel to the church as well. But again, the controller is very finicky. Oh, okay, now it's letting me actually do it. But I don't need to go over there. Oh no. Let's see. Looking back at you from the rust-colored water, you. Despite everything, it's still you. The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer? Oh, the phone. Oh no. Oh wait, where's the... a kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall over you. The sign reads St. Brune 1147. Dust pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. An altar shrouded in dark, or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Full of holes. Could the posts hide treasure? Look inside. Potent Pilsner. Let's see. +2 physique, -1 morale, 5 uses. A sturdy bottle of beer that tastes like piss. Not that you would know how piss tastes like. Just a guess. The label says that it's made in Revachol by Lafayette Potent Brewery. It must have taken a lot of patience to do this. The rock stack. Painted with pastels, someone is trying to bring cheer to the world. Yellow moss on these stones they've probably stolen from someone's garden. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. A pole screwed into place to keep the tent erect. The trash from some unending party. A pile of Eternite. A pan of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Interfacing, barely holding it up. I could fall over any minute. A strong gust of wind might be enough. What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar against a cool breeze. Push the Eternite over. The pane falls over onto the icy snow. with a soft thunk.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
She gestures towards the young woman next to the tent. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours. I will save this for tomorrow. Although this is one of my favorite parts of the whole game. But it's getting late, so I'll do this tomorrow. Alrighty, well, thank you all very much for watching, and have a good night.